Hello students, welcome back to the online class of physics. In this video, we'll continue with the chapter energy. In the previous video, we have studied about types of simple machines and we have studied about lever. In this video, we'll continue with the other types of simple machines. Types of simple machines. So, we'll study about inclined plane, screw, wedge, wheel and axle, pulley. So, first we'll start with inclined plane. We have observed slopes in hospitals, airports, malls and railway stations instead of stairs. Such slopes or ramps used for moving loads or moving wheelchairs, such slopes or ramps are called inclined plane. As we know, rolling or sliding a load is easier than lifting. If I tell you to lift a load of 20 kg and keep it from one place to another place, that it will be a difficult work. But if you will slide or roll the same load or the box, then it will be a easier task. So rolling or sliding any load is easier than lifting it. So these inclined planes or ramps are of great advantage in our life, and these inclined plane and ramps will use as a simple machine. Now few examples of simple machines. Thick planks are used by men to load and unload heavy objects onto and off trucks or railway wagons. We have seen for loading or unloading the heavy boxes or heavy objects from the trucks or from the railway wagons, we use a slope or we use a thick planks of wood for loading the heavy objects. So this will act as an inclined plane. This ramp will act as an inclined plane. Then in our post office, housing societies and hospitals, we also have ramps for the movement of wheelchairs and stretchers and for the movement of heavy loads. The roads on a hill are constructed at an incline with gradual slopes, like the roads in Shimla and Manali. All the roads are in the shape of inclined plane. So this simple sloping surface will act as a simple machine, inclined plane. Now we'll study the other type of simple machine, that is a screw. A screw is a simple machine which works on the principle of an inclined plane. The grooves or threads of a screw are wound around a rod with a pointed tip like a nail. The spiral grooves on the screw, which are made by cutting the surface of the metal rod, they are called the threads of the screw. These grooves which we have seen on the surface of a screw, these are known as the threads. And the pointed end is known as the tip, and the flat end is known as the head of the screw. So a screw is a type of simple machine. It is easier to drive a screw into a block of wood using a screwdriver than to hammer it in. Because of better grip, the screws can support considerably larger loads. For example of a screw, a car jack. We have seen all the machines, like if we talk about your AC, if we talk about your fan, all the machinery use these screw. Now the next type of simple machine is wedge. Wedge, a small piece of wood or a metal which is thick at one end and thin at the other end is called a wedge. When two inclined planes are joined together, so this is the first inclined plane and this is the second inclined plane. So when two inclined planes join together in the shape of a V, we get a wedge. Wedge is also a type of simple machine. Wedges are often used by the woodcutters and carpenters for cutting and splitting. The examples of wedge are knives, chisels, axes and needles. So, wedge is made up of two inclined planes. It is thick at one end and thin at the other end. And the next type of simple machine is wheel and axle. The wheel and axle is one of the 6 types of simple machines which consist of a rounded wheel attached to an axle. This is the wheel and this rod is known as the axle. So a rounded wheel attached with an axle in such a manner that both the parts rotate together to minimize the friction. Examples of wheel and axle like in a door knob, the rounded knob acts as a wheel and the shaft extending into the door represents the axle. If we rotate the wheel, the axle will automatically rotate, or if we rotate the axle, the wheel will rotate. Examples of wheel and axle are steering wheel of a vehicle. You have seen the steering wheel of cars. So when we rotate the wheel, the axle will automatically rotate. The pedals of a bicycle, the water tap and the wheelbarrows all are the examples of wheel and axle. The next type of simple machine is pulley. A pulley is a simple machine made with a wheel and axle with a chain, a rope or a cord attached to it. So this is wheel and axle only and a chain, a rope or a cord attached to it. So we have seen if you have lifted a bucket full of water from the well, then you have seen this kind of pulley. A pulley makes our work easier as it changes the direction of motion to work with gravity. To raise a load, a pulley changes the direction of effort. That is the direction in which the force should be applied. Pulleys can change the direction of the load through the magnitude, though the magnitude of the force remains the same. The advantage of pulley is it changes the direction of force. A pulley system saves effort when more than one pulley works together. A combination of pulley reduces the effort to lift a load to a small force. In the engine of a motor car, 3 pulleys are connected with the help of a rubber belt, making it easier to rotate. And the other application of pulleys can be seen. We have seen in cranes. Cranes are used to lift heavy objects or the loads. So in pulleys are used in cranes. And curtain blinds which we use in our houses or in theaters, we use the pulleys. So this is pulley. Pulley is a type of a simple machine. Generally it is used in villages to lift the bucket full of water from the well. Now the next topic is mechanical advantage. As we all know that simple machines make our work easier. The efficiency of these machines is determined by calculating the mechanical advantage. The mechanical advantage is the measure of amplified force attained by a machine and is calculated as a ratio of the load to the effort. The formula can be written as mechanical advantage is equal to load upon effort, and mechanical advantage is also length of the effort arm upon the length of the load arm. Like if an example is given, in a machine, if the effort or force is given 500 Newton and load is of 1000 Newton, how can we calculate the mechanical advantage of the machine? So by using the formula, the load is given and the effort is also given 500 Newton. So we use this formula, mechanical advantage is equal to load upon effort. In place of load, we write 1000 Newton, and in place of effort, we'll write 500 Newton. So the answer is, if we calculate this, the answer is 2. Mechanical advantage has no unit since it is a ratio. It is in the form of ratio, so it has no unit. So students, this completes our chapter energy. In this we have studied about, in the chapter we have studied about work, we have studied about energy, the units of work and energy, and the types of simple machines. We have studied how we can calculate the mechanical advantage of a machine. So with this chapter or with this video, I sent you the lesson plan of this chapter also, and you will do the lesson plan work in your notebooks. Thank you and God bless you.